It's 11:47 p.m. You're in bed, lights off, and you're doing it again. Not scrolling, not texting, math. Same numbers, same order. Mortgage, car, groceries, that one bill you forgot last month. You're not panicking. Nothing is wrong, but nothing is getting ahead either. And deep down, you already know the answer. Next month won't be different. It hasn't been different for 3 years. So you just lie there, running numbers you've already memorized, because the alternative is accepting this is your life now.
Meanwhile, 2 houses down, there's a guy who woke up last Tuesday and just decided, I'm not working this week. No emergency, no burnout post, no permission. He just didn't go. And here's the uncomfortable part. He's not richer than you. Same street, same type of house, same general income. The only difference, he's not doing the Sunday night math anymore. My name is Nick, and I've spent an unhealthy amount of time asking one question. How do 2 people with nearly identical lives end up with completely different freedom? Today, we're talking about something finance buffs barely explain. What actually happens the moment your mortgage disappears? Not just to your money, but to your decisions, your stress, your identity, your entire life. Because here's the truth, you don't just lose a payment, you lose a constraint you forgot you were living under. Let's be honest about the math. Most people don't feel broke because they're irresponsible. They feel stuck because their baseline cost of survival is too high. Imagine this. You earn decent money. You did everything right. Career, house, stability. But every major decision in your life runs through one filter. Will this affect my ability to pay the mortgage? That question quietly controls the job you stay in, the risks you don't take, the opportunities you delay, the life you postpone. You don't notice it because it's always been there, like background noise. Let's walk through a normal life. 2 working adults, solid income, nothing flashy, no yachts, no luxury vacations, just life. Money comes in, and then housing eats the biggest piece, then transportation, then insurance, then food, then everything else. By the end, there's almost nothing left. Not because they failed, but because the system is designed this way. You're not drowning, but you're not moving forward either. You're floating. Now, fast forward. Same people, same jobs, same house. One difference. The mortgage is gone. Suddenly, their monthly expenses drop massively. Not to zero, but enough to change everything. Because now, for the first time, income greater than obligation by a wide margin. Decisions aren't filtered through survival. Time becomes flexible. And something strange happens. They start making completely different choices. Let's say that freed up cash isn't wasted. Let's say it's invested consistently. Nothing fancy, just discipline. Over time, it turns into something absurd. Not because they became smarter, not because they hustled harder, but because they finally had room to let time work for them. Before that, all their money was busy surviving. Here's the part nobody likes. Most people could get there earlier, but they don't. Not because they're lazy, but because lifestyle quietly expands. Extra money gets absorbed. Progress feels invisible. And the biggest trap? They optimize for comfort today instead of freedom tomorrow. So the timeline stretches. 30 years becomes normal, even when it doesn't have to be. There's research on what happens when debt disappears, and the results are intense. Stress drops, clarity improves, decision-making gets better. But the most interesting part? People describe it as silence. Not literal silence. Mental silence, like a noise that's been running your whole life just turns off, and you didn't even realize it was there. This is the part people misunderstand. Paying off your mortgage isn't just about wealth. It's about control, flexibility,
Optionality. It's the difference between I have to and I can choose to. Same life, different rules.
So now the real question. Should you rush to pay it off or invest instead? Here's the honest answer. Math matters, but behavior matters more. If you were disciplined, investing might win. If you're human, and most people are, reducing obligations might change your life more. Because freedom isn't just a number, it's how you behave under pressure.
One day, you're gonna lie in bed on a Sunday night, and out of habit, you'll start running the numbers again. Mortgage, bills, life, and then you'll realize there's nothing to calculate. No pressure, no gap, no how do we make this work? Just space. And that's the moment it hits you. You didn't just pay off a house, you ended the cycle. The people who escape that Sunday night loop earliest aren't the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who decided the finish line was worth running toward.